this just popped up. Descendants does really well. So we're gonna see how much this goes for. Ooh. Nice little Scarlet Witch for $3.49. Scarlet Witch, $24.99 retail, so $3.49. Good card.
Glad I do.
This is only happening right now because I said after work I want to go buy Army of Darkness, and we did it, and now we're scoring. So apparently we're just doing Cheers version here. She's just gonna grab a drink and watch me do the show. Cool. Well, there's some bags and bags of Funkos. Yeah, this is Big Bang Theory. Let's see if Big Bang Theory is worth anything. This guy's just handing me Funko Pops.
Check it out,
baby. Batgirl, yeah, baby. Definitely Jordan. Thank you. This guy's just handing me Funko Pops. And then my wife is picking up some Pyrex, guys. Look at that, $3.49 for some vintage Pyrex. Red color. And this pattern here. So some good hits on these Funko Pops because they're vaulted, retired, and some popular IPs. Let's take a look. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. My wife's drinking. It's 100 degrees out, so
is it 100?
Yeah, it's 99.
Felt like an oven out there.
So when it gets to 99 degrees, a cold beer after work sounds great. But guys, we have unboxings. I got an unboxing. Jessica has an unboxing. We have some Goodwill thrift finds we're going to show you, plus what's sold.
Plus the obvious. Our matching shirts.
Oh yeah, we're going Commonwealth Picker famous. New shirt for every episode. Not really, just kidding. All right, since my wife only likes to do these things as they happen, when they happen, on the day they happen, to the minute that they happened, because she will correct me if I'm off by 30 seconds. So we went out the other day to grab comic books. Yes. Kind of excited. It's just fun to always go to a comic book store after work. I'm reading some comic books. And before you dump on comic books, let me just remind you guys, if there wasn't comic books, you wouldn't have Spider-Man, you wouldn't have Superman, you wouldn't have any superhero movie that you've taken your kid to, you wouldn't have the toys. It really all starts with comic books, and this is the discovery I found during this journey of Retro Ventures. Is 50, 125, anything? It's the one I was missing right there. More Darth Vader, yeah, there's a number 3. There's the number 3. It goes for 80. Yeah. Pick those up at Goodwill. Oh, there's an art Red Sonja, and it's signed. Old Star Wars number 7. We got that. 9.4, $60. Coming back here because they're the 2 comic books, and they're close to another comic book store that we're going to be headed to afterwards. So stick around. We're going to go to Greg's Comics. I'm so proud of her. Look at her go. Look at her go. I made her into a comic book girl. Some wall books here. I haven't seen anything great, so I'm not going to scan until I see something. Another reason I come is I'm checking out, like, Purgatory, right? It's still around. It's still getting pushed. There's still a fan base for some of the older books that I'm processing right now. So, you know, that's just one of them. There's a handful here. I didn't pay enough respect to the comic books. And now that I kind of turned myself onto comic books and I'm keeping it at a level pace, I am being a fan of comic books. And here is my Red Sonja Army of Darkness 2 and the alternate cover. I mean, I have issue 2 already. I don't know if I have that cover. I'm gonna have to check. But another reason why we came is we wanted to check out the back issues that we haven't, you know, checked out here in a long time. Yeah, they're IDW, so they're gonna be newer.
Yeah, I know. We have number 1 of IDW in our collective.
Yeah. This is the only one that looks halfway decent. Rage with Dracula. First issue. I don't know, I might check that out. I think I just found something that looks super freaking cool. I didn't even know this existed. Look at this. Sacred 6, Vampirella, Draculina, Pantha, Nyx, Chastity, and Lilith. What is this, a 12? What do they got, 9? I mean, check out that cover. The Sacred 6. Check out that cover. I'm going to do a little bit more research before I just dive into this, but I'm definitely going to be checking this out. Wall books and ratios and mystery keys, guys. What is this? I don't want to ruin this, but look at this, guys. Army of Darkness. Movie poster ratio cover. So they also have like these comic grab boxes. You get 25 comics for 20 bucks. You have 150 comics, including ratio variant covers for 75. You know, I'm always tempted. I think there's a Goodwill around here, but this is the first time we're going to be digging through Greg's Comics. Oh boy, look at that, guys. Lady Death, Evil Ernie Vampirella right here. Interview with the Vampire. That's kind of cool. Issue 2 with the Nirvana. Honestly, don't know what I bought for Evil Ernie, so I'm not going to buy anything until I know what I have. Oh, there's Betty Page. Curse of the Banshee, $25. Yeah, you find any Betty Page stuff, and that stuff goes for good money. So what do we got?
This is 21.
31 and 32. Let's take a look. Good spines. Good spines. Cool, cool. Keep it going, babe. I'm proud of you. Check out this comic book rack, guys. This is the real deal. That is so cool. And it doesn't squeak. Nice. You have to check out this cover. Look at this. Mars Attacks and Red Sonja doing a Star Wars homage. That is so cool. But the Mars Attacks, just for whatever reason, Red Sonja gets passed around so much. All right, here's all the variant covers. I'm looking at Dejathoris, John Carpenter. I think this sketch artist, not bad. This Barbarella for sure. This is a Barbarella. So I think these 3 variant covers. Dejathoris. Why do you guys say Dejathoris? Yeah, hot chick sketch cover. But guys, she's older than Wonder Woman. She's the oldest living superhero. And she predates any superhero chick.
She's living, huh?
No, she's not living. I'm just saying she predates any of your superhero heroines by at least 20, 30 years. Picked up this Star Wars. Come on, guys. Foil #1 reprint. Cool. And then just some obvious covers that I don't have for Pinup Ocula.
Did you check, by the way?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
And then we added
I picked up those
2 Star Wars comics to fill some holes because we're going for a full run. And check out this Barbarella variant cover, guys. This is, I think, volume 2. I'm on volume 3 or 4, I think. And so I have a lot of Barbarella to catch up on. On the way home, we stopped at Goodwill's. Many Goodwills. And the Goodwills just kept coughing up treasures. I'm not going to give it away. I make a surprise.
No, I don't want to interrupt.
Well, then.
And I did. I said I found those, the Star Wars comics, because now we've got at least 1 through 30.
So let's grab the next bag.
No, I'm not going to.
All right.
Bag full of Once Upon a Time Funko Pops.
No way. What?
Rumpelstiltskin.
Are you kidding me? These are gonna be huge.
And there's Regina.
Yeah, the action. This is the same store I found the action figure that's worth like $150. It's the infamous Goodwill where Jessica has found all of her Lego Holy Grail finds in big buckets that, you know, she's pieced back together. I pulled this off the cart as the cart came off, unopened Speed Champion. So she took it, so I means that was valuable. And I think we paid like there's the price for it, $8.49, so the 20% off of that. And then there was bags and bags of Funko Pops. And then this guy out of nowhere who knew I was a reseller said he was a reseller, but because of taxes and for whatever reason, he's just like, he's out of the game. He's like, here you go. And I got a Michael Jordan. Now all I need is he's obviously an heir, so the stand that goes with it. I think he's probably about worth 20 bucks with the stand.
Sofia Vergara.
Vergara character. This is Claire.
Yeah, okay.
I know Claire, because I looked her up. I know this guy. He is the...
Cam.
And
modern. His husband is in this
Claire's husband or his husband?
His husband.
Okay, sorry. That's right. My bad.
But this is Sofia Vergara, so that's the...
This is the husband for Sofia Vergara?
Yeah.
Oh, this is Ed
O'Neill.
Ed O'Neill. Okay, so we have like a Modern Family pickup, and these guys seem to go for decent money in box. These all for about, I'm gonna say, 20 bucks. So we got Modern Family Funko pickup. So we'll definitely make our money back on those guys, or make some money on those guys. And then we came to, this is a test to see if they stand up because of these big heads. She doesn't stand up. There we go. You guys recognize these people? Come on. That's Big Bang Theory. This guy had sold for like 15 to 20 bucks just by himself, single.
Is that Sheldon, or is that?
Yeah, that's another Sheldon. But picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 Funko Pops for about 20 bucks. That's a good deal. A little bit of cleanup. They all seem to be in good condition. I did check to make sure none of them were broken. None of the hands, none of the things that they're holding was broken off. Then we went to the next Goodwill, and she came to me with a cart full of Once Upon a Time Funko Pops. So I was excited about this Once Upon a Time Funko lot for one reason. At this exact store, probably a year ago, I picked up this action figure here, which is Regina the Queen, in box, and it was like $3.49, right? I didn't think of anything of it, and then I checked the comps, and this is a $150 action figure. Now, have I sold it? No, because it's a $150 action figure, and I've had a couple people like online go or ask me, why is this so much? I'll give you 50 for it. And I said, yeah, that's what a loose one goes for. This one in box, because it's in box, is worth 150. I'll give it to you for 100. They won't go for it, but I'm going to keep to the market. And what the market demands is what I go by, right? So that same store coughed up another cache of Once Upon a Time. Now, these aren't in absolutely mint condition.
So, I mean, like, Rumpelstiltskin's in pretty darn good shape.
There's a little.
Belle is in good shape.
Yeah, I mean, these are in good to very good condition.
I was a fan of the show, so.
So $6.49, and aren't they supposedly rebooting it? So.
There was an interview recently with the Snow White Jennifer Goodwin character, and she had said that she'd be open to it. And because it's where she met her husband,
Oh, so good after a day of work.
Yeah. So, anywho's.
So, Funko Pop after Funko Pop haul, we were really happy and stoked when it was just a quick comic book run.
So, $5.19 per each one. Not bad.
All right. We got some Funko Pops going out, guys. I think we just showed them to you. There they are. Interestingly enough, the lady goes, can I just buy one of these? These are wrong. They're the other four. Never mind. Start again. So, Once Upon a Time, Captain Hook, Rumpelstiltskin, and she was like, can I please just buy Emma? Because she goes, I have these, but I need Emma. And I said, well, you know, my thing is this. I don't do split listings just based on prior histories and experience of people who, you know, you split it up for them, you do all the work, and then they ghost you. Not a good thing. So she said, okay, fine. I'll give you money for all of them. So I'm going to ship them. Get her a quote, and Facebook Marketplace for the win. $60 plus shipping. She also said, can we meet? And I said, sure, we can meet. But she said, can you hold them? And again, I said, I don't do holds based on the fact that I have these on 5 platforms and past experiences. Again, it's always been past experiences, not judging you. I'm judging past experiences. And she said, okay, fine. Just ship them to me. I want them. And lesson learned from the guy who wanted that special issue Star Trek magazine. When you want something, you better buy it if you want it that bad. We went to a third Goodwill, and I kid you not, this one isn't so good. $6.49 for a bag of Funko Pops. This Lilo and Stitch is missing something, so this is going to go in like our 3 for $10 pile. But this is a whole bag of Hello Kitty Funko Pops. You know, for $5, I'm probably going to get 20 to 30 bucks for these. It doesn't matter if it doesn't say Funko. Hello Kitty Sanrio stuff.
Oh, that's good.
Goes for decent money.
Is this the bottom to something?
Yeah, I think this.
Okay.
I think this cat
Yeah,
laid.
it's
Yeah,
I was gonna say it lays on it.
bed. Now, are these Funko?
These bigger ones?
These, yeah,
Yes.
these see Sanrio Funko. So the bigger ones obviously are Funko. These two guys, I think, sold for $20 just for the pair of those. So Funko Pops from 3 Goodwills in a row. I was trying to remember the last time we found that many Funko Pops, and honestly, we have. Like, somebody brought in their whole Funko Pop collection. They kept it behind the counter, and so nobody knew they were there or cared to look until we read a sign that said the Funko Pops were behind them, and we went to town. And so I just came back on half price day and bought the rest of them for half price because they didn't put them out and nobody looked behind the counter.
Barbie case from, I think when I looked it up, it was like 1977 or something like that, because there's no date on the actual box or case.
The lady at the cashier was like, "Oh, I haven't seen one of these in so long." And
so
she was nice.
Nope, there it is. It's on the bottom. One place I didn't look. 1982.
She security checked Jessica. She wanted to make sure Jessica wasn't.
To make sure I didn't like stick anything in here.
Yeah, she
I was
like,
like, "Go ahead, lady."
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, I haven't seen the inside of one of these."
But you know what's funny?
Forever.
Is look, there is some Barbie accessories in here, and I did not put those in here.
So I'm like, it's okay, lady. If you want to look inside, you can look inside. You know, you're
allowed.
Goodwill. Yeah, make sure we're not shoving all of these Funko Pops in a. Oh, and they only wanted $2.49 for this Barbie case.
Josh did some whatnot stream buying.
This is why I got out in front of it.
That's what he gets to unbox. This is whatnot spending spree.
I finally bought stuff off of a Whatnot live auction. It's a local seller to our community. I know his wife from the shipping place that I drop off all my packages, and I really wanted to support this guy because I appreciate how much of a hard worker his wife is. I went onto their Whatnot auction, and we're going to, here, first of all, I bought 17 comic books. It came in this box. He has Sully's Collectibles with a QR code here. Love your orders. Please leave a review.
Good thing that this box didn't get stolen or ruined or anything, because they know something of value's in here.
Yeah, you don't necessarily want to announce the fact that you have collectibles in here, but oh well. I see what he's trying to do here. And I'm going to check out these comic books. Now, hopefully I don't cut into the comic books. I usually put a guard there to make sure that you can't cut into the comic books. I got to free shipping, and it was on. I got a pin in there.
You got more than just that.
I got some swag.
You got.
Thanks, Sully Collectibles. I have to up my game and start giving people swag when I send them orders. Got a Yoda keychain, sing-along songs, and Homeward Bound 2 pins. The Avengers. Stuart Little. This is actually kind of cool. Why do you like Stuart Little, babe?
It was my daughter's like favorite movie for a period of time.
And who does the voice of Stuart Little?
My boyfriend.
Okay. All right. So, yep.
Wait, it says
It's got a brick. Oh, guess what today is? It's Talk Like Yoda Day. Go ahead, talk like Yoda.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I can't talk like Yoda.
Try. It's Talk Like Yoda Day.
I feel like you're trolling me.
Finish the drink and talk like Yoda Day. It's Yoda Talk Like Yoda Day.
I feel like you're trolling me.
I'm not trolling you. I'm not trolling you.
Who told you
Would
that?
I ever troll you?
Yes.
No, I wouldn't troll you. I'm not trolling. Look it up. What's the date today? It's May 21st. See if I'm trolling, chat. So Sully's Collectibles had some comic books that I was interested. One for personal collection, 2 for resale. I see a lot of these resellers online who are sourcing from places like Whatnot and Dibbed It, starting to get a little of this blowback because they started this reseller marketplace called Dibbed It, and now they're just, all they're doing is they're buying this, you know, stuff for cheap and then selling it on eBay for more. For example, Kevin bought an Elvira VHS, super cool, an Elvira VHS for $8 off of Dibbed It, and then he goes on his video and says, yeah, I sold it on eBay for 40. So I'm not bagging on it. I'm not throwing him any shade. I'm just saying this is the course of sometimes sourcing. You source online as well. And that's why as Whatnot, I see it more of a sourcing opportunity as a selling opportunity, because I believe I might be able to get a little bit more value out of these in my collection. Oh yes, I can already feel it. So I got an Ernie #1, Evil Ernie's Revenge. And I can see what they do is every time they sell, they just put this sticker on. So that's another reason why I don't sell on Whatnot. I don't have a system down. So Ernie's Revenge #3. I missed out on, I don't know, it didn't come with the 2. Here's an Evil Ernie Straight to Hell #2. It's different. And an Evil Ernie Straight to Hell #3. Straight to Hell #4. And guys, Lady Death. Am I going to keep Lady Death? No. Is it going to be hard to sell? Yes. So Chaos Comics, guys.
But you forgot to mention this was signed by 3 people.
Oh,
That's why you bought it.
Yes, another reason I signed.
And who's
signed by Brian Pulido, Jason Jensen, and Stephen Hughes. You can see.
Cheers. Apparently, I still have my wits about me.
I got these for like $3 a piece. Really good deal.
No, so you paid $9 for that. Comic #5. You paid.
Okay, so the signed one I paid a little bit more. Sure, it's fine. That's still a good deal. Chaos Comics deals with supernatural, like Lady Death, Chastity. You know, I'm pulling out comic books from this collection I got, and man, they just look all cool, like every single one of them, and they tie them all together.
Yeah, I don't think
here's an Evil Ernie 1 of 1, so in one shot. I don't know anything about this guy, so I wish I could be like, oh, backstory of Evil Ernie. He just looks super cool, and I want to check him out, and this was a great education for a cheap price, right? And this is what some of reselling is. It's about finding stuff, learning about it at a rock bottom price, so that if it's not something you care too much about at the end of it, at least you've learned and you might be able to recoup some of your money back. I had to have this. This is a Lady Death swimsuit special, and it's signed. So 2 things: swimsuit special. Any swimsuit issues, lingerie issues with comic books, yes, it is a thing. It's a 90s thing. I have a bunch of Lady Death, and I thought this would look really good in the auctions that I'm going to be having here pretty soon with the Lady Death. So I couldn't pass that up. Batman Returns.
$1.
$1. I got Batman Returns for $1. Now it's probably...
Is that my anniversary present?
Happy anniversary.
Look at... Wow, that kind of looks like Keaton. Wow.
I got it. And you know, that's Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
Catwoman.
Danny DeVito Penguin.
Yeah.
Thanks, babe.
Now he said this was a high grade. This is the moment of truth. First time buying from the seller, having never met him in real life, but only through his wife who works at the shipping office. He said this was high grade, and I want to... This is where we establish a relationship right here.
Oh, we're taking it out of the plastic.
Yeah. Also, I can tell he probably didn't do that, but never use tape on your bags and boards. But this is
Josh's preference.
This is a Shadow #1. I paid $6 for this. The grade is everything in this to get my money back. October 1973. So there's a little
rip up at the top.
So the only thing is that there's this little rip at the top, which doesn't quite make it a high grade because of that rip. But that's why you sometimes have to take books out, because this was pressed up against the...
But it's a really clean,
still really good,
like crisp color image.
So the spine is what, and you know, for $6, that's unfortunate. This happens when you put the comic book into the bag wrong. And I'm not saying he did that. I'm just saying whoever bagged it probably did it years ago. But 1973 Shadow. This is going to... Actually, give me a new bag and board for this, because it's right over there. And we'll just get that taken care of. A new bag and board for Shadow #1 from 1973. You use this kind of stuff to bring people into your table.
Into your circle, into your space.
This right here is going to bring attention to the comic book collection that I'm going to bring. Oh, but this I kind of went down a little rabbit hole here, because a few months back, maybe last year, 3 Jokers blew up for McFarlane Toys. You could literally walk into a Target, grab as many as you wanted, and resell them. And there was 3 of them. and I think it was the comedian that was the hardest one to find that would be almost triple the price of retail if you could find it. So I knew something, a little something about the Three Jokers, and that it was a really much loved run. And so he did a black label run of Three Joker comic books. And guys, Joker is hands down one of the venerated villains of all time. I'm like, this guy predates Darth Vader. And these came with the playing cards. Not all of them, but enough of the playing cards. And like some of these playing cards you could just sell by themselves. And this is why I bought them. These are almost like trade paperbacks. And these are very good, high grade. Batman Three Jokers here. I don't see anything there. Again, the card.
How do you get the cards?
With the book.
So just
with the book.
Oh,
okay. You had to buy the books.
Oh, okay.
Another card. There's Joker and Batgirl. Book 2, Batgirl and Joker. Here's a Batgirl cover and a Batgirl card and Joker. Really impressed with the cards. Batman Three Jokers. This came no card. This was book 1. So Batman Three Jokers. Batman enlisted the help of Batgirl and Robin to help fight 3 Jokers in this run, and everybody loved it. Here's a book 1 Batman Three Jokers, and this is embossed right here, so that's cool. And the card, Batman Joker card. So I'm just going to take this one out and just give it a once over. So thank you to Sully's Collectibles. That was fun and awesome. Be sure to check them out.
Yep,
I will check them out again.
My bank account thanks you.
So I got all of these comic books with shipping plus tax for $62. Not bad. 3 something a book, under 4.
Okay, now the real moment y'all have been waiting for is my Lego haul for this week. Let's pretend, okay? Let's pretend that's why you've waited this long. It's because you wanted
and now
to see...
you know why I drink.
Because you have to put up with you too?
No.
Yeah, your brain?
No. Legos. Lego lady.
Okay, so May 15th, there was a new GWP, which means gift with purchase. And that is this little guy. That was the GWP. You had to spend, I think it's 150 or 160 to get him as your GWP. So in order...
He's a buildable minifigure?
He's an upscaled baby astronaut. And people are talking about, you know, once you have the instructions, you can, you know, make them in different colors. So okay. I...
Not judging.
Had to purchase something, obviously, to...
That looks cool.
So this is one of the newer botanical sets, and it's easy to display these. And
Flower Arrangement is the actual name?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Crap, Ray.
Then, I don't know why, but I like this.
A Lego backpack?
It's a Lego, like, suitcase. And so I want a suitcase because I want to travel. And then... with my insider rewards, so there was talk. We did not know if this was going to be a GWP, but it comes out the morning of that the only way to get this is by redeeming your insider rewards, which some people are like, ah, man, I already spent my rewards. I can't get it if anyone's going to sell it, which hopefully means that the value of this will go up. And again, this will be for sale at the toy show because I don't need a spiny shell.
Mario Kart spiny shell, guys.
So I redeemed some reward points for this. So this was $0 for me. Cool. So that's why I got that. And then I've been holding off.
Here you go, Ray. Go ahead.
On getting these. These were released a while ago. But I was waiting for something that I needed to spend to get my GWP.
Can we just pause right here so I can say something? Hey, Mom. Ray. Suck it.
Okay, so I've got my Bumblebees brickheads, and I love that they did this version and this version of it.
So you get both versions.
So you get both, and you don't have to, like, you know...
Well, you couldn't transform them.
Right. And then the Optimus Prime, version, Brickhead, and the car.
We will have these for sale at the toy show too for $100.
No, these aren't for sale. These go in my Brickheads collection. So, because I've been waiting to buy these. They came out a little bit ago, but I knew I was going to need something to get a GWP. And why not? Because look at how cute he is.
I don't know, I just felt more excitement with Evil Ernie, sorry. But I get it. Oh, I totally get it. I love it, babe, thanks. This is the coolest thing, though. Like, it's super hard to get. And people are going to want that just because it's super hard to get.
Yeah, that's why I did it.
Like, you had to be a baller on their website to be able to get this.
Well, and it's one of the reasons why sometimes I don't spend all my reward points. Like, I think right now I've got close to 40,000, so...
So we're going to Germany. No, wait, they don't make them in Germany.
Bill Denmark.
We're going to Denmark.
And I think that's how you pronounce it. I could be wrong.
All right, we've reached that part in the show where we say...
Oh, crap! This is what... Wait, what is it?
It's...
What sold?
And now here's what sold. Try it. Right? And now we've come to the part of the show where you say...
Here's what sold.
All right, we have a couple orders. Thanks to Facebook Marketplace going out today. And I've done this enough times. I think I know exactly where this book is. And there it is. I don't even have to take it out. All right. Facebook Marketplace sale, PayPal ship, $28. Shipped on Facebook Marketplace through a PayPal purchase. And the second one is just an easy Facebook Marketplace pickup. Another easy one. Lord of the Rings complete chess set. This is the second chess set I've sold in like the last month. So any type of chess set that is complete and in like new condition, you can get some premium money for. All right, we sold more comic books, and you can see these are all that are listed. And Babylon 5, we'll get all the Babylon 5 out of here. A full run of Babylon 5, bagged and boarded, high grade. All right, let's just make sure we have them all. Babylon 5, full run, 1 through 11, 3, 2, and 1. There we go. 11 issues out the door, $34.99 plus shipping on eBay. All right, we're on the hunt for a Stephen King book. And if it's not in here, which it should be, it'll be somewhere else. Oh, and there it is. Stephen King. First Signet edition paperback book, sold on Etsy for $40 plus shipping. Well, we sold something way back here we've had for a long time, and now it's going out. There she is. Let's see if we can pull this out. So I picked this up at a Goodwill. Been actually a couple of years, but sold this morning on eBay for $79.99. All right, offer up for the win. We have some cards. We have some cards going out. There they are, Yu-Gi-Oh! Here are the money cards, Blue Eyes White Dragon foil. These 2 tin cases, I think there's a total of 600 cards here. So there's a tin. There's a tin of cards. And then this binder. Local pickup from OfferUp. Guys, headed over now. Had it at $150 and he offered me $125. So that was nice. $125 for those Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And for cash paying customers, he just got to pick out 5 issues for free. And he grabbed some X-Men comic books from my dollar bin. So he's super stoked, and I love the fact that I have some just dollar comic books. I could just throw at people, you know, who come by, do local pickup, and hand me cash for stuff. All right, guys, this took only hours to sell after listing it. It's part of the Sports Illustrated that I'm listing. It's the first Sports Illustrated to sell, and it's this Michael Jordan lot that I put up. 6 issues. There's the banger right there. His first cover appearance on a Sports Illustrated from UNC or North Carolina Tar Heels. Another 88 pictures of 87 with him on the cover. This is another big one. It's got that little dog ear, but all of this was documented and described. And then I threw in the Dream Team. All subscription covers. I had a ton of offers of 150, 165, 100, 120, and someone just paid my full asking price of $300. I am selling this entire lot of what's left over to Sully's Collectibles for $100 cash because it was just going to get donated. And there's plenty of $5 to $10 books. I have all the $20 to $40 issues still to list, but I knew this was going to be the banger. This is the reason why people were wanting, you know, this collection, and it came down to the condition. And fortunately, the condition of that college issue was in very good to excellent condition, which is like the cornerstone of that sale. That issue alone probably would sell $150 easily. And finally, it looks like we have about $230 in sales at our antique booth this month, so that's awesome. Haha, I found it. Alan Quatermain and the Lost City of Gold. I might have known this before. I'm gonna have to do some cleaning because there's some sticker residue. But that is Cassandra Peterson, Elvira's one of 2 roles outside of Elvira ever. And ever since she's been known as Elvira. And I was like, maybe memory unlocked? I mean, I remember this lady in it, but I didn't know it was Cassandra Peterson. So watching this tonight. All right, we are getting dessert in our pajamas.
Thank you for choosing Freddy's. Will you be using the rewards app today?
No.
Jessica, what can I get started for you?
You guys have like a key lime pie something or other?
Yeah, we have a key lime pie concrete.
This key lime pie concrete mixer is delicious. Halfway done, just driving home, and I love the graham cracker crust crunchies in the concrete mixer. It's awesome, and it's perfect for movie night. So have a good night. We'll see you next time.